Hey guys, how are you all? My name is Atif and a very warm welcome to all of you. In the previous class, we learned about the political map of South America, and in this class, we will learn about the physical map. But before we start, I would like to ask you a few questions from the previous class. This is the map from where we'll be asking the questions. I'll be marking the places with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, firstly, tell me which is the launch station of France? You can answer in the comments as well as do it on your copy as well. You just put the number in the comments if you want to. So, that is French Guiana. The wealthiest oil region of the world? Venezuela. Port Maracaibo? Where? Again the same. Where is Chile? 10. Clear? Brazil? 13. The countries that don't share border with Brazil in South America? Ecuador and Chile. Clear? So I hope you have done your revision because today we are going to learn about the physical map of the South America. What is a physical map? It is a map in which we will discuss about the physical features like the lakes, deserts, mountains, rivers. The map that is in front of you is a physical map. If you look closely, you will find a lot of things in it like the mountains, this region, that's a bit of a raised region. These are the mountains, the green area, the Amazon basin, the rivers, plateaus, grasslands, lakes, everything will be in the physical map. So today we will learn about the very important physical features that are there in South America. Our today's target will be about the lakes, deserts, some grasslands and some very important mountains. So let us start with the lakes. Now, first very important lake that we discussed in the last class as well is Lake Maracaibo. Where is it located? That I am pointing right now. You can see it is in Venezuela. Why is it important? Because this region is rich in oil reserves. So this is our first important lake. If you know the political map of South America, you will be easily able to understand the location of the map of the lakes and the mountains that where they lie. So our first lake is Lake Maracaibo. It's in Venezuela. The image of the lightning is there. It might confuse you as well. Why the lightning? But we will learn about it in physical geography. Coming to next lake is Lake Titicaca. Where is it located? Here. What is the reason? If you know the political map, then you will be easily able to guess the area. It is lies along the Peru-Bolivia border. Peru lies on its west side and Bolivia on the eastern side. So this is Lake Titicaca. Some important facts about the lake is that it is the highest navigable lake in the world. Highest navigable lake in the world. Why? Because there is a mountain range passing through this that we are going to learn later on in the class. So this is Lake Titicaca. Coming to third, what is it? Lake Pupu. It is again in Bolivia. Why is it important? Because the lake is drying up. If you look at the image, if it is visible, you can see that this lake is drying up. So whenever these kinds of things are in news, UPSC can ask you the questions. That is why I am not going to teach you each and every lake or any physical feature. We will only discuss about some that are really important for our perspective of UPSC, like the Lake Maracaibo, Lake Titicaca. Why Maracaibo again? Because it's a rich oil reserve area. Then Titicaca, highest navigable lake between two countries. What are the two countries? Peru, Bolivia. Then the third one, where is it? Bolivia. Why important? Because it is drying up. And finally, you will find a lake in Brazil. This is important because it's a lagoon. It is the second largest lagoon in South America and the largest in Brazil. That is Lake Patos. So these are the four important lakes that are there in South America. There are some other lakes as well, but as I told you, we will only be learning about the very important physical features only. So make sure you know the location as well. If you have done your political map properly, then you won't have any problems in this kind of things. You will be easily able to identify where the maps are. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments. Now, these are some of the features that I've just mentioned. Lake Maracaibo is in Venezuela. It is the largest in South America as well. I missed this point. This is the largest lake in South America, just largest in South America. Lake Titicaca, it is Peru-Bolivia border. Again, the highest navigable lake. Lake Poopó, it's drying up, so it's important. And Lake Patos is in Brazil. It is a lagoon. It's not a freshwater lake, but a lagoon. Again, we come to our main. Let's test ourselves after each physical feature. So, if I'm going to ask some of the questions, where is the largest lake of South America? Where is it? In Venezuela. Here, Lake Maracaibo. Again, which two countries are the countries that share the Lake Titicaca? What? Peru and Bolivia. So, you will find the lake somewhere here. Again, the third question, where is Lake Patos? Where is it? In Brazil, here. This is Lake Patos. And finally, there is a lake that is drying up. Where is it? Lake Poopó in Bolivia. Clear? This is how we're going to approach our mapping session, checking ourselves at each stage. Now, let's come to deserts. There are two very important deserts in South America. First one is Atacama Desert. It lies in Chile, here. That I am marking right now, it's in Chile. You might get confused about the location of this desert because it is along the coast, still a desert, but there are a lot of physical features responsible for this because it lies at a place where the cold currents are predominant, called the Humboldt current. The Humboldt current is active here. That is why this region is also the driest non-polar region in the world. Remember, driest non-polar region in the world. Desert Atacama. Then the second desert is Patagonia. Patagonia desert lies in Argentina. How is desert formed? You might have the question that why are the deserts there? See, here you will see there are the cold currents, so no evaporation takes place and no rainfall. But again, if you talk of Patagonia desert, why is it a desert there instead of the fact that the ocean is very nearby? Because it lies on the rain shadow area. When we'll move forward, we'll learn that there is a mountain range called Andes, and the desert lies on the other side of it, from where it is called the rain shadow area. The winds will come from this side here, but will not be able to cause rain on the other side of the mountain. That is the reason for the desert, the Patagonia desert. Clear? The two deserts, Atacama desert, where? Chile, and Patagonia desert, Argentina. Reasons: driest place because cold current is predominant, and the Patagonia desert again because it lies on the rain shadow area. All done? Let's talk about the map again. Where are the locations? Quickly, you can tell easily because there are only two important deserts. This is the Atacama desert, and finally the Patagonia desert will be here. All clear? Any questions you can ask me in the comments. Let's move to grasslands. Very important. There are a few grasslands that are very important here. First of all, we'll talk about a grassland here. If you know about the political map, you can quickly say in the comments which place is this. It is Venezuela, and the name of the grassland is Llanos. It lies in Venezuela and it is a tropical desert, tropical grassland. If you have any confusion about the tropical, I'll just clear it in a second. First, learn about the location of the grasslands. Llanos is a tropical grassland. Then we come to region of Brazil. We will find three deserts there, three grasslands there. Okay, Caatingas, Cerrados, Campos. These are the three grasslands in this region here. And finally, we'll come to the Argentina, the very important grassland, the Pampas. This is very important. Pampas grasslands in Argentina. You should know the location of every grassland. Llanos and the three grasslands in Brazil and the Pampas in Argentina. And you will find one desert that will share its location in more than one countries. That is called the Gran Chaco grassland. That will be somewhere here. Now, what is the difference between the grasslands? It's very important so that you understand. I have brought a world map in front of you. If you look at this line that I am drawing right now, this is the equator and this is Tropic of Capricorn. Anything lying in between this region is a tropical grassland. Any grassland between these regions is a tropical grassland. So this is a tropical region, so grasslands will be tropical grasslands, and anything below the Tropic of Capricorn is a temperate grassland. Okay. Now the question, what do you think the grasslands that we studied about, what are they? Tropical, temperate, can you tell? Because you just seen the location. This is South America. If you know the map, you know which country is where, you know the exact location, so you'll be easily able to guess which is a tropical grassland and which is a temperate grassland. Llanos, tropical grassland, because it lies in the tropical area. Then again in Brazil, 3 grasslands will be tropical, and Pampas is a temperate grassland. So if a question is asked to you that among the following pick the odd one out, how will you do it? You are given the option of 4 grasslands of the Llanos, Caatingas, Cerrados, Campos and Pampas, and asked to pick the odd one out. It will be Pampas because it is a temperate grassland, the others are not. Now we will come to other grassland, that is Gran Chaco. It is temperate as well as tropical. Why? Because it lies in more than one countries. It will be in Brazil, Bolivia, Paraguay and Argentina. So that is the reason it has some part in the tropical region and some part in temperate region as well. So it is a combination. So if you ever asked about a grassland that is in tropical as well as temperate region, then the answer is Gran Chaco. These are the grasslands that you have to remember from South America. Important thing about the Pampas is that there is a special type of grass called alfalfa that grows in this region. If you are asked about alfalfa, it is in Argentina. Okay, this is again the location. If you missed it, you can just take down quickly. Llanos, Venezuela, Caatingas, Brazil, Campos, Brazil, Cerrados, Brazil, Pampas, Argentina, and Gran Chaco in Argentina, Paraguay, Brazil and Bolivia. 4 countries are sharing the grassland. Clear about the location? Should we go for some tests as well? Okay, then tell me quickly, where will be Llanos in this map? Venezuela. Correct. Where will be Caatingas? In which country? Brazil. 3C. Remember 3C. 3 grasslands will be there. Then Pampas in Argentina, and there is one more grassland that I mentioned that will be in more than one country. It will be in Bolivia, Paraguay, Brazil and Argentina. What is the name of the grassland? Gran Chaco. Is it clear? Any question about the grasslands, ask me in the comments and I'll be happy to answer you there. Everything clear up until now? Should we move forward to our next physical feature? That is the mountains. Now, mountain range, very important mountain range is Andes. It is the longest mountain range in the world and it runs through 7 countries of South America. So the Andes is the longest mountain range running in 7 countries. See, this is the Andes mountain range. You can see it is along the entire coast of South America. This is the Andes mountain range. 7 countries. If you know the political map, just answer quickly. Venezuela, Colombia, Peru, Ecuador, Peru, Chile, Argentina, Bolivia. Clear? All the countries. If you don't know about the countries, just look at the political map. That's why I provided it at site so that you don't have any confusion. It passes through 7 countries and has a distance of about 7,200 kilometers. 7,200 kilometers. Now, there are some important peaks as well that we'll study today. This is the map showing some important peaks. First, we'll look at the Aconcagua. Aconcagua is the highest mountain peak in South America. Aconcagua, highest mountain peak in South America. It lies in Chile, Argentina border. Clear? Any confusion? Here is the location that I am marking right now. Then there is one more peak. It's not shown in the diagram that I am going to draw for you. Ollas del Salados. Ojas, just remember Ojas. Okay, there is one more important peak is Ojas. Why is it important? Because it is active volcano. So two important peaks up until now, Aconcagua, highest peak of South America, and Ojas del Salados, highest active volcano in this region. And then we'll move towards north. There are some more peaks, but these are not important in Peru and other places. Then we will go to Ecuador. There is Chimborazo and Cotopaxi. In Ecuador, two important peaks that you need to remember. Sometimes UPSC might ask, UPSC never asks the questions like where the peak is located. It will ask to arrange the peaks from north to south. So if you're given four options, Chimborazo, Cotopaxi, Ojaz del Salados, and then Aconcagua, can you do it? Can you do it? It is located in Ecuador. Then these are some of the important peaks that lie in South America. These are some of the very important facts that you need to know. Andes is the longest mountain range in the world, 7,200 kilometers, and it passes through 7 countries. I have already mentioned which are the 7 countries. Hope you remember that. Then Aconcagua, highest peak, Argentina-Chile border. It is the highest peak in South America. And Ojaz del Salados, again, active volcano in Argentina-Chile border. Finally, in Ecuador, Cotopaxi and Chimborazo. These are some of the physical features that you need to remember. These are very brief, and at least you have to remember them because they are very important. They are in news. There are some kinds of activities going every now and then. That is why there is a very good chance that UPSC might ask some questions from these. Now, there are, first let's go for the test again. I want to see if you remember things or not. Why is Cotopaxi Chimborazo in Ecuador? 1, 2, 2. Okay, so tell me where is Aconcagua? 2, Chile, Argentina border. Again, you know everything about the lakes that I have taught you. Lake Maracaibo, Lake Patos, then the grasslands, about the 3C here, and here Pampas. All clear up until now? Any question you have? Then the deserts that occur in Chile, Patagonia desert, and lakes as well. Everything is clear. If you have any kind of question, you can ask me. There are some more features that we will discuss in subsequent classes. For today's class, I think this is more than enough. If you are going to memorize this, just take the blank map and do the mapping on your own, because this is a good time. If you're learning it in class, then well and good. And if you're not doing it, then there is really bad, but still you can do it. Go home, bring this map and do mapping on your own, because there are at least 4 or 5 questions every year asked by UPSC, randomly picking any place and asking you about it. That is why mapping has become very important for us. So that will be all from me today. Hope to see you next time. If you have any questions, anything, you can ask me in the comments. I'll answer you there, and we'll come up with one more session on South America as well for some of the remaining features. So that is all from my side today. See you next time. Bye-bye.